Good morning. I'm Carlton Sharp, pastor of Faith Christian Center Church right here in Beaumont, Texas. And we're here on what's happening in our neighborhood. And today my special guest is Dr. Shannon Allen. Welcome, Doc.
Thank you, Pastor. Glad to be here.
Hey, we are just a weekend away from back to school.
That's it. On Monday. On Monday. We are ready to go.
So how are things going?
You know, things are going great. A lot of projects going on this summer. As you know, we're opening a new high school. I think we spoke about that during our last session, but things are going well. We had a lot of construction going on at Beaumont United High School with the new classroom extension as well as cafeteria renovations and getting the campus overall prepared for a little over 2,300 students we're expecting on Monday.
So now, is it ready to go?
It will be ready to go. It's ready to go. Teachers are working in their classrooms, getting everything prepared. You know, it's teacher work day going on.
Yeah.
Some teachers going to be working. I mean, we're going to be working through the weekend, through Sunday. We're going to be working, but we'll be ready to receive the students bright and early on Monday. So we're excited. It was a short summer.
Yes, it is.
But we are ready for our kids to be back.
Now, the reason it's a short summer is because we're starting early this year. So tell us why.
We're starting early this year. We are now a district of innovation. So last fall, the board approved us to become a district of innovation, which means that one of the exemptions that we applied for was a school start time.
Yeah.
The state of Texas says that unless you are a district of innovation, you have to start, you cannot start school before that fourth Monday in August. So since we applied for that exemption, we were able to actually start earlier this year. So we're 2 weeks earlier than we normally start school, which impacts us greatly. We will have more instructional time before the actual administration of the STAR test. And hopefully we won't have any more hurricanes this year.
We're going to pray for that.
We're going to pray for no more hurricanes. So since we are a district of innovation, we now have the opportunity to start early. So we're excited about that. We start 2 weeks earlier, August 13th, of course, and we'll get out of school 2 weeks earlier.
Oh, that's
good.
We'll
get out of school in May.
In May?
Year. Yes, sir.
Oh, good. That's great because my anniversary is in May, so I get to go on vacation.
Yes.
So now tell us about the online registration because parents can do registration online. They don't have to wait until school starts.
Absolutely, and we do encourage parents to take advantage of online registration. We had early registration on our campuses, many of our campuses last week.
Okay.
So where parents could go to the campus and actually register students. They still need to register online. So parents, if they didn't have an opportunity to do that, they can do it this weekend. They can do it next week. We want parents to go into the system. They go to the Beaumont ISD website, www.bmtisd.com. They go in there and they click the online registration link. It'll take them through that portal so that they can register if they are a returning student.
Okay.
If you are a returning student, if you are a new student to the district, meaning you did not attend school in BISD last year, you must go directly to that campus in order to register. So parents, if they didn't have opportunity to do it yet, they still can do it. They can do it this weekend. They can even do it next week. So even if you haven't done it, parents, still come to school on Monday.
Right.
That doesn't prohibit you from coming to school. I want to make certain I'm clear. We need all of our kids
come to school on Monday.
Please, even if you don't have access to a computer, if you haven't had a chance, the campuses will work with you, but students will be on the roll if they were registered last school year.
Okay.
So this is in order for parents to update information, to get general information, update contact information, and just, access different options for their students.
Now, and that's important, parents, that the school district have updated information, contact information for you, and your child, because many times, especially when school gets rolling, trying to contact a parent.
Sometimes it's difficult and we don't have accurate information in case of an emergency, so we need all of our parents to go into the system and make certain that information is accurate and correct.
And look, all of us have cell phones now. We have these little devices, and you can do it on your cell phone and register it online. Now, does this also include the parent self-serve portal?
You have to have your parent self-serve identification. Okay, in order to access the online registration portal. So parents, if you don't have it, you can go to the school and they can help and assist parents with actually registering for parent self-serve. But you need your parent self-serve login information in order to access the online registration portal. But if they don't have it or if they've never done it, the campus will easily and happily assist and support them with getting that complete.
And I think that's one of the best tools for a parent to keep updated information about their child's progress in school, not wait for the 6 weeks progress or the report cards to come out. You could set a score that if your child goes below that score, you get an alert.
That's absolutely correct, because the parent self-serve is a great tool for parents to keep up with attendance, to keep up with grades.
Yeah.
It's a powerful tool for grades. It is powerful. We are on a 9-week cycle, and of course we get interim reports, midway through that cycle, but parents can find out their child's progress on a weekly basis.
Right.
As you stated, parents can set parameters. If they want to see any grades, assignments less than an 80, when that teacher upgrades that grade book, it will alert the parents, so parents can follow up and check in on students. So I do encourage parents, if they don't have access to parent self-serve, that they set up an account. If you have questions, you contact that campus, and they can happily assist you with setting up that parent self-serve account and get them connected, so that, just as you stated, on the cell phone, parents have access.
And parents, let me encourage you, listen, take advantage of this technology that BISD is providing for you, because now you don't have to be guessing about where your child is on a weekly basis. You will know. I remember, Doc, when my children were in BISD, I set a level for them, and man, when it hit, look, I was on them. Look, they had to hit a certain number, and I knew automatically.
And the parents who've used it have loved it.
Yes.
The feedback that we've received, and we've had it for a number of years.
Yes.
We've had it for a number of years, but I highly encourage parents to take advantage of that system.
Now also, there's going to be a dress code and also uniforms for the lower level schools. So tell us about that.
That's a continuation from last year. Last year we started the elementary uniform.
Yeah.
We've always had middle school uniforms. So of course, 18-19 school year, our elementary and middle school students will continue to engage in wearing those prescribed uniforms.
Yeah.
Parents, if they go to the Back to School portal, which is on the BISD website, if you log into that website, again, you'll see a Back to School link. It has every campus. It has the particular uniforms, the specifics. I know this is tax-free weekend.
Yeah.
This is a great opportunity for parents to go to that portal, look at your child's campus, what the dress code expectations are, and then purchase those uniforms. For our high schools, we have a dress code. It's in the student handbook. We expect students to follow the dress code. They have a little bit more leniency. They don't have an actual uniform, but they have a specific dress code. They can't wear anything to school. There are regulations and guidelines that will be shared with students once we start school, but we do expect students not to wear dress or clothing that is distracting, with holes and tears, too short, spaghetti straps. General things that they really know. Sometimes they try to test the waters. But the campuses will be reviewing that information. But it is all found in the student handbook.
Okay.
So parents can access the student handbook again on the website, information for parents, the student handbook, as well as the student code of conduct. We do want parents to take the opportunity, prior to school starting, to review those handbooks so that they are aware and informed. And then, of course, what the expectations are for students.
Yeah.
So that they know what the behavior expectations are, as well as the potential consequences if students misbehave.
That's good.
So we do want parents to take some time. You don't have to read the entire book. We understand that because it's a lot of information. But just take a minute to peruse those sections and areas so that you can understand and be well informed.
And Dr. Allen, you've also worked with the stores. BISD worked with the stores to have the uniforms available. So,
yes, sir.
They are in the area.
They stock the uniforms, at the local stores. They contact our communications department on a regular basis, just checking to see, okay, what's the policy? So we want to make certain that we have those items ready and available for parents to purchase. So again, tax-free weekend coming up this weekend.
Take advantage.
Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it, because they'll be running additional sales and deals, for parents. And in all actuality, it's very affordable.
Yeah.
It's very affordable for parents. And it makes it easier for parents at the elementary and middle school level as far as making those decisions. We know what we're wearing.
Put some khaki pants on, a white shirt.
We're ready to go.
You're ready to go.
Easier.
Now, also on the portal is the child nutrition portion of it.
Yes, the Back to School portal contains a plethora of information for parents in preparation for back to school. It contains information on child nutrition. The parents can go in and complete the applications for students who possibly may need free and reduced lunch.
Yeah.
It includes that information. It includes information on transportation. How do you know which bus your child is going to ride?
That's good.
What time that bus is going to pick up that student. It has the bell schedules for our campuses. Of course, it had early registration information. It also contains school supply lists As
Wow.
parents are shopping this weekend and you want to get a jump start on school supplies, you can go to the Back to School portal, click on your campus and identify which school supplies. So, I mean, it's an excellent resource, you know, all in one stop, I guess you could say, specifically for our campuses for back to school.
Yeah, one-stop shop.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
now, let me ask you this about the child nutrition. For the first couple of days, will breakfast and lunch be provided? Or
Breakfast is free for all students
Okay.
every day of the week, and parents. I mean,
Wow.
we don't have enough students taking advantage of it. However, breakfast is free. Now, mind you, you have to get to school at breakfast time.
Yeah.
You can't come to school late and get breakfast. So if you arrive at school 30 minutes at least, 30 minutes before the start of school, all students can take advantage of a free breakfast.
Now, how long does the breakfast portion last? I mean,
We serve breakfast really about 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes. So when that first bell, right before that first bell where students transition to that first period class, that's when the breakfast cutoff ends.
Okay.
So parents, you're dropping kids to school. If you want them to eat breakfast, you need to get them there about 30 minutes prior to so we can get them served, let them eat, and then get to class on time.
Okay, but how long throughout the year? So is breakfast free for the whole year?
Every day.
No,
of
come
the
on.
year. It's been like that for several years that we have free breakfast every single day for every single student.
Parents, free breakfast for the whole entire year.
Yes.
And all you have to do is just get them early.
Get them
there early.
there at least 30 minutes before the first bell rings to transition. Elementary schools, for example, begin at 8:15. If you want your child to have breakfast, I have them there by 7:45. High schools, 7:20, by 6:50. No later than 7. Get them there, and they can take advantage of that free breakfast.
Now, the bus, those who ride in the bus are...
They're going to be there.
They're going to be
there. They're going to be there in time to eat breakfast.
Okay.
As far as the lunch, now we will accommodate students who were on a previous meal application the previous year for a couple of weeks until parents have an opportunity to update that information, but there is a cutoff.
Okay.
If students were never on that application process, then they would have to engage in that. But lunch is not free.
Okay. Gotcha.
Of course, parents who are on free and reduced lunch can get lunch free and reduced, but you have to fill out the application. That is very important.
Okay.
So if your child was on free or reduced lunch last year,
for the first 2 weeks.
For the first couple of weeks, we'll roll over the previous year's application, but we need parents to go in and update for the 18-19 school year. So please, we encourage parents to do so. Parents can also online, they can go in and update their child's meal account.
Okay.
So if your child isn't on free and reduced lunch and you want them to have money on that account, you can go to that system.
Wow.
And you can put money on your child's account so that they can go in and purchase lunch that way. If you don't want them to have cash, so there are different methods and options that parents can take advantage of to ensure that the students eat.
Okay, so parents, listen. So if your child was on free and reduced lunch last year, for the first 2 weeks of school, last year's application will cover that. But then after that, you need to go in and fill out the application for the 18-19 year so that your child can have the free and reduced lunch. And then again, man, everything is on the portal. It's one-stop shop. You can do everything on that portal. So that's the great thing about this.
Sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Wow. Okay. So now I've been hearing about this SGS program. So what is the SGS program? It's not a Mercedes or anything like that.
No, sir. Not a Mercedes. But we're excited about it. We are excited about it. We are a part of a new network, a system of great schools is what the SGS stands for.
System of great schools.
System of great schools.
Okay.
Our district applied several months ago to become a part of this TEA, Texas Education Agency initiative, and we are one of 12 districts. We were in the second cohort who are part of a system of great schools. And the philosophy is, and the theory behind becoming a part of this network is that we want to increase the quality of our schools. We want to ensure that every single student who attends a school in BISD is in what is called a quality seat. Meaning that school has an excellent program with excellent teachers that are meeting the needs of that student. So as a part of the SGS network, there are 4 things that we're really wanting to focus on. And one of those is managing our school performance.
Okay.
So we're going to develop our own what's called a school performance framework, meaning we're going to rate our own schools. We're not going to wait for the Texas Education Agency to say, your school met standard, or this school didn't meet standard. We're going to rate our own schools, but we're not just going to use standardized testing data.
Gotcha.
We're going to use information from parents. We're going to use information about the culture and climate, surveys, on-campus visits, student academic performance, of course. So we're going to create our own framework for ranking our schools.
Wow.
measuring them, and then putting in supports for those schools that don't actually meet the standard. You know, one of the things, one of the second options that we're doing is increasing the actual options for our students. We have a traditional system right now.
Okay.
You know, all our schools are pretty traditional.
Yeah,
I mean, we have an early college high school. We have a magnet program at, you know, Oldham Academy. But what we want to do is broaden the opportunities for our students and increase the options for our students with different programs. So as part of that, we have engaged in what's called a call for quality schools, where we have put out information which is really a request for proposals from possible charter companies, university partnerships. We'll take a group of teachers to come in, write us a proposal for how you have an idea of how we can add a different program or turn a school around or another initiative. So we're going to actually be engaging in that process throughout the fall. And we're actually looking for partners to partner with the school. You may say, oh, you know what, I have a great idea. We want to have a STEM school, or we want to have a STEAM academy. You know, we want to have another academy at this school. We want to have a music academy. We want to have a bilingual program. So there's so many options. So we are in the process now. We put the call out. We're waiting on applications for partners.
So like if a charter program wants to come in and say, hey, listen, let us take this elementary school and make it the best that we believe we can. You're looking for partners like that.
That's an option.
Wow.
They have to write a proposal. Okay, what is the model? What is that model going to look like? Are you going to be able to serve and meet the needs of all of our students? Because they will still be our students.
Okay.
You know, they will still be under the BISD umbrella. We're just partnering with you
for
your idea
That's
and supporting your idea to help make our schools better. The object is system of great schools. We want to have a system where all of our schools are great. We don't want to have one or two or three schools that are perceived as great. We want all our schools to be great. But we know that we need to increase the options. We need to have more options. So that's why we have engaged in this call for quality schools. Those are the two main areas that we're focusing on this year. And we're moving aggressively. You know, we started the call. I mean, by December, January, we expect that we'll have a few partners, a few potential partners.
And those partners could be for next year?
For the 1920 school year.
Wow.
Yes. I mean, so we're moving quickly because we know that our kids afford, they deserve the best education that we can possibly afford them.
That's good.
They deserve the best education. So looking at our current system, it's time to step it up.
You know,
it's time to do some things differently than what we've previously been doing because our kids deserve it.
Now the standard, the first thing that you talked about, the standard, where you're going to be going around the school and setting the standards.
Okay.
Those standards are not going to be below the TEA standard.
Absolutely not.
Right.
They're going to exceed that. I mean,
That's good.
we're not going to wait on the state to say this is good or bad. Of course, you're going to have a benchmark, and the TEA standard is the minimum. But we're going to look at other things. One of the things that we're going to engage in early in the fall are listen and learn sessions.
Okay.
That we're going to do around the community because we want to hear some feedback from the community on, okay, what is your idea of a great school? What do you think, Pastor Sharp, is a great school? So we want that feedback from the parents so that we can incorporate that into our school performance framework as well, so we can hear some things from the community as far as their thoughts, their ideas on a great school.
Okay, and so that's the SGS program.
Yes.
Now you also have this program called Grow Your Own. So tell us about that.
We are very excited about a new initiative, Grow Your Own. We are partnering with the local region center, which is Region 5. And we are going to be able to offer teachers or potential teachers who have a degree, you have to have a degree, in areas that we need teachers in. We're going to possibly be able to offer them the opportunity to pay those fees for them to be in the certification program. We're going to be able to pay for their certification. So if you have a degree,
say I have a science degree.
You have a science degree. You know, you have a degree, but you don't have a certification. Well, if you engage in an alternate certification program, which Region 5 hosts, it's a fee. I mean, it's about $5,000 per candidate. So oftentimes, you know, potential teachers, they're great folks in the pipeline. They can't necessarily afford to pay that $5,000. So the program Grow Your Own, we're going to pay that if you meet the qualifications. If you meet the qualifications, meaning having that degree, we'll have a screening process, of course.
Wow.
And we'll pay that fee for you to go in, take the classes, be able to take that assessment to actually get your certification, and then we have a job for you.
Wow.
So that is exciting. We are in a, teacher shortage across the country.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
that's
I mean,
not
it's
new. That's everywhere.
Yeah, it's
I
not
mean,
unique to
all
Beaumont.
across,
Yeah.
That's not unique to Beaumont. So with this program, looking for folks who, meet the criteria, and when you have to have a degree already. You have to have that degree in hand.
Okay.
That's the first criteria.
Okay, so now, so let's just say I have my science degree, and I'm out in corporate America, but my desire is to come back into the community and teach. Okay, so now I go to Region 5 to begin this program. Can I teach while I'm doing the program?
That is a possibility.
Okay.
You could possibly work in a substitute capacity in a slot. Learning, getting that experience, working with our kids, and then you can get that certification, then you'd be offered a contract. So yes, it is possible.
Wow.
They need to reach out to us, email us directly, and we will happily, we have an interest meeting, I know, coming up this Friday. We have 2 sessions because so many people signed up this Friday. I think they're both full, but any interested folks, just email us at the district level and we can get them set up. Get them the information. Yeah. Because we're looking for at least 100 quality people. Wow. We're looking for at least 100 quality people.
And how and it just how long does that program last? How long is the class?
We expect that it may take a year for some folks to get that certification. For the most part, it may take about a year. Okay. But within that process, you have to pay those fees along the way to those preparation programs and to those alt-cert programs. So Region 5 would be our vendor who we would work with, who they would go through the classes and coursework at Region 5, follow everything, but we would pay those fees. Instead of them paying those fees, we would pay those fees. And then, if they meet the criteria and expectations, they commit, we're going to commit.
And like you say, that's almost $5,000.
Yes, sir. That's huge. That's huge.
Wow. Okay, so last thing, Doc. What's the expectation for this year? You got some. Look, I'm excited about what you've already said today. But what's your expectation for this year?
We expect Pastor to have a phenomenal school year. Number one, we want kids to be at school.
At school.
Number one expectation. Parents, please make certain kids come to school. That we don't allow kids to miss for frivolous things. If they're ill, leave them home.
Yeah. We don't
if
want
they're ill, we want them to stay home.
Yeah.
But if they're not ill, we need them to be at school. We need them to be at school every day. We expect for our students to follow directives of adults. That's the number one thing that will keep peace in the valley is if our kids...
We say peace in the valley.
Peace. Do what the adults tell you to do. And if parents encourage their students, talk to them about, what the expectations are. When you go to school, you're under our care. We're going to take care of it.
Let me say something about that, Doc, because when I was growing up, when my parents said, I'm going to believe the teacher before I believe the child, because, that's how we grew up. My parents didn't come in blasting the teacher because my child said something about what was happening. Their first thing was, I believe the teacher. Now, we're going to work through this thing, but the child has to come in understanding that's the adult.
Absolutely.
And so, I'm going to pray for that this Sunday.
Yes. If we can get that, that just dispels a lot of issues that could occur on the campus. So if parents can encourage students, make sure you follow the directives of the adults. Yeah. Make sure we get them at school every single day. And then, of course, stay involved.
Oh, I was just thought about that.
You have an opportunity. We would love to have parents volunteer. They can fill out the volunteer application packet, which is online because we have to screen parents. Yeah. But we do want regular volunteers on our campus. We want them to stay in contact with teachers through that parent self-serve portal. Don't wait until there's a problem. Check in with the teachers. They can check in via email. They can check in by calling the school, and the teachers will call them back. But check in and let the students know, I'm watching you. Yeah. And also, not just the parents get involved, but encourage your students to get involved in extracurricular activities. Yes.
Man, it changes the whole...
opportunities for our kids. We have so many opportunities. And we know if we can get those kids hooked in an activity, that gives them buy-in engagement at that school. Right. So we've got a lot of things going on our campuses this year. We've got sports. We've got academics, of course, academic clubs. We've got extracurricular clubs, elementary, middle, and high school. So please, once we get them kicked off, probably around the second week of school, get them involved.
Get them involved.
In addition, I want to encourage parents to make certain that if a student is struggling academically, that they take advantage of tutorials, take advantage of tutorial opportunities available at the campus level. Don't wait. Do not wait. Make certain that you are contacting the teachers taking advantage of tutorials. And I would highly suggest parents just to have that daily dialogue with students.
Yeah.
What happened at school today? What's your homework? You know, read to me.
Read
to me.
Hey, not this, I don't have homework.
No. If they tell you that, pull out a book, take them to the library, okay, we're getting ready to read for 30 minutes, and we're going to talk and discuss, you know, especially at our elementary and middle levels, you know, that foundation of reading. We are continuing to cultivate that in the district, so we really need parents to ensure that our kids are reading on a daily basis. They need to read something every day.
Okay, now let me go back to tutorials. Tutorials are normally after school for about an hour.
Yes.
Correct? Now, some parents may be asking, will there be bus service for those
If
kids?
their campus has the ability to fund transportation, because that
Okay.
comes out of the campus budget,
Okay.
then there could possibly be transportation available for those
Okay.
kids after school.
All right,
Yes,
good.
that is possible.
Because I just heard somebody shout that, well, what about them getting home?
Yes.
Okay?
Okay.
So hey, listen, I want to thank Dr. Allen for coming on today to share with us about what's happening for this upcoming school year. Listen, I'm excited about what's about to happen in BISD, with the standards being set at a level that I believe will take our school district back to the top in the state and also in the nation. So I'm believing for that this year, that our students will be high performers over and above everybody else in the area. So listen, again, online registration is available for every parent. Get the parent self-serve taken care of. The dress code and uniform and all the student activities are in the booklet online. Transportation information is online. The child nutrition is online. The school supplies are online. Listen, there are great things. It's online. Pick up your cell phone. bmtisd.com, not org, .com,
Yes.
not org. Then those of you who want to get into teaching, there's a Grow Your Own program called BISD. What's the number, Doc?
617-5000.
617-5000. 617-5000 is the administration building. They can get all the information to you. And listen, let's go into this school year expecting great things from our students, because guess what? They can do it if we just only support them. Amen. So listen, I want to thank her for coming again. Thank you for joining us on What's Happening in Our Neighborhood. And we will see you next time on our broadcast.